Hi there, this is Manny with Classic Auto Repair. We're doing the inspection bottom side of this 1965 Ford Mustang. Already been on a road test and safety inspected. Mechanically, the car is in a real good shape. Just went in here and tightened up that power steering right there, that line. That's about all I can do. Let's see if I can zoom in on there. Right there. So that's been tightened, and now I'm just gonna go run it and see. If it's just a small drip, that's about all I can do. It's got a new pump on it, and the pump is not leaking, so we're good there. Fuel pump is in good shape. I thought there might have been a leak here, but I didn't. After I cleaned it, I don't see one present. Belt's in good shape. Let's see. Okay, now if you look back towards the exhaust, notice the difference now on the exhaust pipes. I flipped the clamps up on both sides so that the hardware is not hanging down, and then I raised it. It was actually dropped quite a significant amount from the top where it can be. If this doesn't hold, you may want to consider going to an exhaust shop and having them install some support. This is a very long run of pipe, not to have some kind of a, maybe right here to the cross member, have some kind of a rubber exhaust mount so that it keeps these pipes up so they don't vibrate back down on you. But an exhaust shop will take care of that for you. All right, let's continue on. Let's see here, hold on a second. Okay. All right, so that fixed that. I also adjusted the clutch. This cable right here was loose, which is your clutch from your pedal on your clutch. This was really loose, so I brought it in about 10 turns until I felt pressure on the fork. And you don't want to run that too far because you don't want the bearing pressured the whole time. You want it free falling, but at the same time there was some looseness here, so that should give you some extra travel on the pedal. Not much, but enough to keep it within spec so that you're not having problems getting it shifting into gear. As far as the pressure of the pedal, it's because of the clutch that's in there. It's got a good tension spring, so it does feel stiff, but that's just the nature of a competition clutch and put in there. Those springs are much tighter than stock. Let's see. Okay, so the brake system looks good. I went around and checked for any leaks, any suspension issues, anything that's loose or coming undone. Only thing I did see is the battery cables on positive and negative at the battery, at the wing nuts. Those were loose. So I went ahead and made sure they were clean and torqued those down as well, so you don't have an electrical grounding issue. There's a small weep right there at the water pump. I will attempt to tighten that, but I don't think there's much I can do about that. You don't want to break those bolts, so I'll check to see if it's loose at all. If it is, I'll tighten it up for you. And on this side, the same way. Front driver's side brake is in good condition. The pads look good. They're wearing good. The rotors are wearing without issue, and the brakes stop very well, so I don't have an issue there. Let's see, moving around, see if I have anything else to report. Sway bar links look good. That usually causes a lot of rattles, but you've got all new sway bar links, new brake hoses, shocks, coils, ball joints, all new. Next time it's in here for service, I'll lubricate all of these zerks. Make sure that your ball joints, tie rods, drag link, pitman arm, all these different zerks, that they need to have lubrication and grease put inside of those ball joints so that the metal on metal doesn't wear. All right, so that's the front of the engine. No leaks on the coolant system that I can see. None look present. Looking pretty good there. All right, towards the back of the car, frame, subframe looks good. Don't see any issues with structure. New exhaust system, new drive shaft, new U-joints, no leaks on the third member, just a small weep. But again, not much you can do about these, especially if you're using the high performance gear oil, which is synthetic, and they tend to leak out of the gaskets no matter what you do, just from setting and gravity. Again, nothing you really want to do there, because you can spend a lot of money and those things will still end up leaking on you. All right, so rear wheel cylinders, dry, backing plates, relatively dry. I don't see, it looked like it maybe at one time, based on the accumulated dirt on the rim, that maybe it had a leak, but it looks like it cured itself because I don't see any fresh brake fluid on the backside. This one is perfectly dry. So this one over here, we'll keep an eye on. If we have any drips actually occurring on the bottom of the backing plate, then we'll address it. So every once in a while, I'll eyeball it back here with the flashlight. If you see a drip right about here, that will tell you that your wheel cylinder is leaking. It needs to be replaced. Gas tank looks good. New fuel sending unit wiring looks good. Hose pickup screen looks good. We put a new fuel filter on the front, so you're all set for fuel filtration. I thought I saw a little bit of fluid right here on the bottom of the steering box between those two joints. Again, one of those things that's very difficult to fix and keep dry. They always leak either at the top of the seal or at the bottom down here. You'll get some drips on the bottom where the pitman arm is located. But like I said, nothing to focus on and spend money on. You may just every once in a while get an annoying drip on the carport, but it won't be like transmission fluid where you just get a big old puddle from very small leaks. Gearbox oil for the steering and the rear end is really thick, so it takes a lot for it to drip on the ground, and when it does, it doesn't go anywhere. It's just a real small little drip, and not something to be concerned about. All right, well, this is Manny with Classic Auto Repair. A good clean inspection mechanically and safety wise on this 65 Mustang. I think it's good to get on the road for this spring and enjoy those nice warm days of summer. This is Manny with Classic Auto Repair. Hope you enjoyed watching this inspection. Bye.